Whoops. Commentator looking over at the Discord feed instead of the Discord feed. My apologies. Welcome everybody to the 70-star open. Welcome everybody. Got a great matchup for you today. HeyPando with a very incredible 2 hour and 25 minute 70-star PB, looking to upset SlothsYo, coming in hot with a 5704 PB they just got yesterday. I'm joined here in the booth with Harls J. Harls, how's your day going so far?
My day is going fantastic, thank you. How's yours?
Going fantastic. No complaints here. Definitely in the mood for some great Mario.
Well, it seems we've got a Luigi, so I guess this is truly the fight between brothers.
It's true. Will Panda potentially have the home court advantage dressing up for the part, or will Sloth perhaps show their name as an absolute lie and go extremely fast? We'll have to wait and see. I guess we got Pando unmuted. Pando, how are you feeling coming into the race today?
Honestly, I'm feeling great. I'm feeling fast. I'm gonna summon the power of Luigi, and it's gonna help me out. And I'm looking for a swift victory today.
Okay, great. I do think we're getting a bit of Discord audio coming in from your stream, Pando. If you are aware of that, sorry about that. But Sloths, how are you feeling?
I'm feeling great. I'm putting my chips in Luigi's brother instead of Luigi, and I hope it pays off.
Well, I think we're both really excited to see what happens today. Hopefully a great race between you two. I know Pando, even though the screen does say 225, has a 59, and I believe that he said he believes that he can tear through that. Does that make you scared at all?
I mean, I hope to see big PVs from both of us, ultimately.
I think that's all we can hope for.
All right, well, gentlemen, since it looks like you're both in the main menu ready to go, we will commence with a countdown. Harls, would you like to take the countdown?
I think it does get done through race time, actually, the full countdown. But if you guys can ready up on race time in 3, 2, 1, go! I'm hoping Pando is ready for this.
Wait,
Mario. Hello.
Wait, were we the countdown or the race time?
Race time! You got to ready up on race time.
Yeah,
for
no,
the countdown.
okay, yeah, I'm ready up.
Hello.
I'm completely unaware of the. I'm completely unaware of how race time works. It's my apologies for moving things in a horrible direction.
It's fine. Race time does the countdown for both players. It just makes it a bit easier because I believe they've got a timer on the screen that it relates to. But it does look like... Is Pando frozen?
Hello. Can you hear me?
Hello.
Okay, good luck.
Good luck to both of you.
Me, Mario. Hello. Okie dokie.
Oh wait, I didn't start on the countdown. I think I messed up. Did you start it? Okay. I thought I saw it. I almost had it.
Oh my god.
I was almost there. I almost did it. I'm ready.
Well, folks, we made it all this way. Game 3 about to go underway here in the 70-star open.
Okay, well, since you are the master of the manual countdown, why don't you bring them in with us?
Okay, gentlemen, just let us know when you're ready, and we'll start the countdown.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
I'm ready.
You ready, Sloths?
Yes, indeed.
All right, on the word go. 3, 2, 1, go. Good luck, have fun, racers. We'll make sure we're all synced up before we head into the booth.
It's me, Mario. Hello.
Looking good so far.
I'm scared. Alright, I'll be
That time
back.
really is the charm.
I'll be back.
All right.
GL,
good luck,
GL,
guys.
GL, GL.
Good luck, good luck.
Good luck. What is a race if there isn't a couple of technical difficulties along the way? But I'm very much hoping that the mouse gets moved out of SlothsYo's screen.
We do have a wild mouse on the screen there, and I'm not sure if they're deafened in Discord. I do see an icon moving, but I don't know if they can hear through that or not.
They are deafened. Both runners cat heroes, but the mouse has been moved, so GG.
Guys, we will get the timers from both these racers after the end of their races, but from the looks of it, Sloth has got the lead, quick on the start button. Let's see if it pays off with a Lakitu skip, and it does.
Both of them.
Great way to start.
So what are you hoping to see from these runners today? They're both strong, they're both competent.
Well, I guess I was lied to here by the overlay. I thought Pando's PB was a 2 hour, 25 minute, 70 star time, so I was hoping to see maybe a sub 2 hour from Pando, but knowing that they've already got a sub 1 hour, the most I can ask for here is a good race. Harles, it's my understanding that Sloths is your husband, so are you perhaps in the booth with a little bit of bias?
I like to approach the booth with absolutely no bias, but I will say all my points and the marriage is on the line, so...
All of your what's on the line?
All of my points.
Oh.
I will always believe, and I always say, as long as it's a good race at the end of the day, it doesn't matter who I want to win, as long as I want them both to succeed in their own ways.
A brilliantly politically correct answer there from Harles. We'd love to hear it. I'm probably going to need to use that for future events. We've got a little bit of divergence in the routes here from the runners. Sloth's looking like they're going to go for Womps 9, while Pando starts with Womps 8 and is getting 100 plus reds out of the way.
See, I'm a Womps 9 kind of girl. I always find it makes more sense, but respect it either way.
Yeah, Womps is really a personal preference kind of thing. Is Pando having a hard time getting on that top platform?
That could miss him half cycle. Oh.
Just barely getting on, as we now see Sloths find their way into Womps. Let's see how they're gonna start this one off.
I think this is two different approaches. Some people are more worried about the 100 coin, some people are more worried about the tricks. So seeing him go for cannonless, I think, is completely understandable. And I think both ways, absolutely valid, but depends on what the runners find the most scary throughout the route.
Very solid point. We have seen many runs get tragically lost with cannonless, and 100 coins being one of the longer stars, actually the longest star here in the stage. You can definitely see what you mean. It looks like Pando's just approaching, wanting to get the longer stars out of the way first, while Sloths here is just wanting to make sure cannonless was ready to go, and now they've begun 100 plus reds.
It looks like they're both following the same red route, but Sloth doesn't have as much trouble as Pando did in getting up, so hopefully catching the cycle earlier.
Oh, swaggy little backflip there from Sloths. Always appreciate a man with style points.
Well, only when those style points become substance later in the run. Nothing worse than giving all your swag at the beginning and then absolutely tailboating the end of the run.
Harles possibly suggesting some carefully planned RNG manipulation here from Sloth. We just have to wait to see where it comes into play.
Am I the only one who loves the boy blue star? It's so easy. It's one of the best things about Wombs because it just instantly gets you a star, and it's the backup for pretty much every single other thing that you do in there. Ooh, they're so in sync.
Wow, yeah, both collecting their 5th star basically within time, and honestly, yeah, I love Wild Blue Star. It's I think, you know, especially in a stage like Womb's Fortress, it's just a nice breath of fresh air. Already having to worry about 100 and cannonless. It's the beginning of the run. one of the first stars we really learn in this speed run. It's just nice to, I mean, it's very hard to screw up that star. So honestly, it's just very nice to get a quick little mental reset there.
So I've never actually seen Pando's late game. I don't know if you know more about Pando than I do. I'm not an avid Pando watcher. Maybe I will be after this run. But do you know whether he strength lie with early game or late game?
70 star I'm not too familiar with. I have been seeing the 120 star grind, which Pando's been on as of lately, on the quest for that sub 207.23. But
oh, that's interesting. I believe SlothsYo also has a 207 in 120, so it seems that these are very, very fairly matched runners.
ooh.
Oh, not quite getting the triple jump. But an easy backup.
One thing I can tell you, I don't know how all of early game goes down, but one thing I can tell you, Harles, have you ever heard of Mad Owl?
Yes.
We are about to see a little bit of Mad Owl action going on here from Pando. Looks like he thought he had to leave Womp's Fortress, but realized he's only got 7 left. Or not 7 left, he's only got 7 stars.
I believe we're gonna see Mad Owl from both of them.
Ooh. I did not know Sloths was also a fan of Mad Owl.
Owler saves around 4 to 6 seconds. So if in a race scenario, I always say it's not worth it unless you're secure with it.
Oh, a diving approach there from Sloths.
Oh no, and he takes it safe. I'm not surprised, he has a slight lead here. And in this early game, I'd want to keep it too. And he's actually in the chat saying he won't let the owl sleep. That's not going to go down well with the fans.
You know, the owl has a purpose of wanting to help somebody. If it didn't offer it, then I say we have a problem there. But considering the owl offers you the ability to fly up there, I'd say why not. Otherwise, if it started attacking you, then we know to let the owl sleep. But it's not Klepto; it's a friendly owl.
So Pando having a little bit of trouble with the slide start. Not with the slide, specifically with grabbing the star, but hopefully the second time around he'll have a better time with it.
Right, both runners basically separated by one Peach's secret slide. We'll see how Sloths takes the red coins. These first two are crucial and just flies above them.
I always say I'd rather get none than one though. No, that sounds petty, I just hate having one single win. Pando again struggling to get the star, but having a fairly solid time. Maybe you can get a couple seconds here with getting the first 2 reds.
Very nice from Pando, or should I say Luigi, controlling his brother perfectly in flight to grab those first 2 reds. He is cruising to these last few reds, not getting that downward arc to increase his flying speed. So I think Sloths might have had a little bit of faster flying time. So even after grabbing those first 2 reds, it might be pretty close to in sync. Unless, oh, I thought Pando was about to get ready for a button rollout and we were going to see some swag.
I'm all for the safe strats. As I always say, a fast strat is a slow strat if you mess it up. And you, oh, almost a clean Dark World until the amp hit.
Ground pounding for quick good luck there for Sloth as he makes that cycle perfectly. Now, Harles, let me ask you this. Of the 3 Bowser stages that are in this game, Dark World, Fire Sea, and Bowser in the Sky, which one would you say is your most favorite to watch and your least favorite to watch?
The answer for both is Fire Sea.
Ooh, for both, eh?
Yes, because I love watching it when it goes right. I hate watching it when it goes wrong. And it's one of the few where it's the middle of the run and it could absolutely tank everything. And watching someone die in Fire Sea, in my experience, you literally see the soul leave the body. What about yourself?
I would say the least favorite is Dark World, just because watching Mario of all categories, it seems the most destruction and despair for runs happens to be Dark World, just because naturally it's the first one in the game.
Yes.
So just a constant aggravation to watch when just reset after reset occurs there. But for the most fun to watch, I definitely say Bits, because just being at the end of a run, whether it could be in a race or just a personal best, it just always seems like that's when tensions are high, but when it goes well, there is no better feeling than closing out a run strongly in Bits.
Okay, I've got to agree with you entirely there. And battles are already showing favourites, giving the dancey dance to Sloths and not Panda.
There we go. There was the RNG manipulation there. We saw them do the swag backflip, and it set them out perfectly for that. Didn't even think about that.
Well, only 1 star between them. I'm really hoping that there isn't any mistakes on Sloth's side, but that Pando starts to speed up and puts out a few of these riskier stats. If he's doing 120, surely he's thrown in a couple of difficult ones that he could use for a bit of time save here, because Sloths is going to want to stay safe. Oh, and apparently not with pro wall kicks.
Oh! No! Getting the collision on the wall there and unfortunately taking a spill. Perhaps a commentator's curse possibly here. Oh, Sloths is going to go for it again.
He wouldn't give up until he got it.
Oh, no, Sloths. Fortunately, staying alive on the ramps here, but an very unfortunate slip.
And that brings it so close. They are less than a star apart now.
We shall have to see if Pando is able to capitalize on this. Deciding to take the safer approach with the jump kick onto the platform here. So just like that, Pando is now, yep, as you said, less than 1 star away.
It's these small things that really add up. The person who goes to the more difficult strats, yes, they could have a time advantage and they could get further ahead, but they could also come crashing down and bring that time difference into such a small amount. Oh, I'm having a bit of trouble getting to the baby star. Oh. I don't know whether that was on purpose.
Just deciding to leave the penguin behind. It was just giving him too much stress having to worry about them, so just wanting to go for a little trip on the slide. You know, Harles, this is since this is our first time together in the booth, I might want to get to know you a little bit more. What is your stance on Tuxie murder, where you drop the baby over the edge?
I'm not going to lie to you. On Christmas, I was doing rando, and I returned the baby, got the star, and then threw him off the edge because he caused me an absolute murder. he would not come over to me. He was on a slope, and I just had so much trouble with him that I got the star, and then I threw him off the edge. And I'm not against Tuxie murder. If he's causing me murder, it's all he deserves. But are you a staunch non-killer?
I used to be against penguin murder, but when I recently competed in a 16-star LTA just last week, during one of my runs, I was on arguably the best pace ever when a bad penguin star caused me to lose the run in CCM. And so I kind of agree with you there. It almost seems like there has to be some sort of justification. I was just so pissed that that star ruined my best run ever. Towards the end of the LTA too, that I reset the clock, but I went back into the level, and I returned Tuxie to his mom. I didn't collect the star, but I just grabbed the penguin so the mom would get angry at me and push me to the edge, and then I just threw the penguin right off. So I am right there with you. Normally, I'd say it's a very unfair, thing to do, but when it's justified, it feels so good
Yeah.
to just let those demons out.
I'm glad. No, it's my opinion as well. If he does you wrong, do it back. I know 2 wrongs don't make a right, but I think this Mario 64 just does this to a person. It does look like we may have lost Pando a little bit, so hopefully he'll. And here he is. He's back already.
Hopefully no splices were going on behind the scenes there from Pando. It looks like, oh, Pando is short too. Oh, he is short a lot of coins. He is going to have to go collect the 100 coin star and then go back in to race the penguin again. That is going to cost him a lot of time.
So I think everyone's about to leave, but we have just reached BBH. Don't worry, it's 70 star. It's only 2 stars. Woo!
Call me when we're back out of BBH.
I would once again like to apologise to CCG for the laugh that comes out. I cannot help it, I have warned you guys multiple times, but you keep putting me in the booth. Okay, so that was super clean, Big Boo's balcony. Very nicely done. Hopefully, quick bookcase and we're out of here. And then hopefully we can return. Siren, you banned me twice. And thank you, everyone. You guys are adorable. Okay, and bookcase looking like no problem. Yeah, easy as pie. One of the easiest stars in the game. I'd like to say nothing can go wrong, but I have seen this go wrong. Panda looking a little bit scared though.
Is it safe to come back now?
It is safe to come back.
Oh, thank goodness. Alright, I'm just going to completely divert attention away from Pando's screen as we see Sloths now going to the basement.
I did hear that we had just in fact hit 2,400 followers at CCG. And whilst we are celebrating that, don't forget, you can follow these runners. You can follow my amazing commentator, Wesdog. If you don't know him, you should. He is fantastic. And don't forget that you can also give to the 70 League. It is a crowd-funded prize for our 70-star Pro League. I think we're at 312, and every single dollar that you give will increase the amount that we can offer, because the amount of time these runners put into this event, we'd like to give them something back, so please do consider donating.
Well said, Harls. Sarah and Mew and the people at Cool Cat Gang have been putting in a lot of time to make these events look and feel spectacular. If you guys enjoy what CCG's been offering us here these last few weeks, make sure to go show them some love. I'm a dog, and here I am showing love for my fellow cool cats. They're just that cool.
I never thought I'd see a dog supporting a cat, but how can you not when they are a gay cat? Sorry, I love that emote. Saren asking about the motion tracking that seems to be on Sloth's screen. Probably giving Saren a little bit of motion sickness.
I had been noticing that too. I didn't know if that was a stream thing or if his camera kept falling over or something.
No, it's a way to keep it centered.
Whoa.
Oh, about the wing cap instead of the shell. This is classic SlothsYo. SlothsYo will not use the shell. He finds that it doesn't save him any time, and he had a bad experience with it. And I completely support the decision. I also had a bad time with the shell. I use wing cap. I'm not going to allow judgment on it. I'm in the booth.
I was thinking the exact same thing. I've never seen that done before. You know what? I completely understand. I have yet to give wing cap a try just because I don't know the time comparisons. Is Pando unfortunately missing MIPS? They just proceeded to go right by him. So we'll have to see how when Pando decides to get MIPS. Heading back to the wing cap versus the shell thing there, I can completely understand why they'd want to go wing cap because I've had the shell break on me in SSL at least a dozen times, and it is so incredibly irritating, especially if it's on one of the earlier pillars, just because you happen to go up at the wrong angle. But Sloths made it look very smooth. They had very good camera movement and manipulation to set themselves up for the wing cap approach, and I can dig it.
So with the wing cap approach, the main difference is you only actually fly to 2 of the pillars. The rest of it's done through ground movement and rollouts. And if you're good at rollouts and you're good at ground movement, then there's no reason why it can't be just as fast as the shell. But there will be some staunch shell supporters. And I do understand that. But I disagree with it. I think they're both valid approaches. I did notice Pando having slight problem with class, but overall getting it. And, you know, he may not have caught up, but he can certainly save a bit of time with these kind of strats. Just recheck the footage. He enters the pyramid after 33 seconds. With the shell, I need 30 seconds, so it doesn't lose much. And if it's safer, then I'm all for it. So tell me, Wes, I know that you ran 16, but what would you say is your main category?
Oh, that is a great question. I like to think of myself as somebody who doesn't really have a main category. I try to do everything in the game. I've ran at least 17 of the current 28 category extensions, as well as 3 of the 5 main categories. I guess I'd say the category that I've dedicated the most time to, and ergo based on that, would be 16 star, but I have huge appreciation for the 70 and the 120 runners.
Oh, 100%. I'm more of a 120 myself. I don't have the speed for 16, but I always had the consistency to maintain a 120. I never got below 220, but I was still quite happy with that as someone who didn't do it for that long. Ooh, let's show again star. And HeyPando actually coming up to 3 stars behind, which means he saved a star somewhere. It could be depending on which stars SlothsYo has completed, but this could be him on the up and up.
Sloth having a very clean first baseman here as they get great movement to the log star. I guess I never really know what to call that star. It is the log star, but we never use the log. It's either the wing cap or side hop. I mean, what? Yeah, the star on the side. Oh, Pando taking a ground pound in the lava.
So hopefully a clean DDD. I think DDD is deceptively difficult purely because if your swims aren't perfect, you can lose valuable time on the stage. And yes, Pando did do Pless. He struggled with it slightly, but overall, clean attempt and successful attempt.
I can't tell, is Sloths on a console or emulator?
He is on emulator.
Okay. Ooh, Pando going... Oh, sorry, go for it.
No, go ahead. I'm seeing
Pando...
triple jump.
Yep. Oh, well done from Pando going for Lava Boost. See if he's able to finish it out.
These strats are going to start adding up because SlothsYo takes pride in what he calls a baby strat route. He says he believes that the baby strat route will get him to a 52. So far, it's got him to a 57, which, on the strats that he does, it shows that he's more concerned about being clean than he is about showing off. But that could help Pando in catching up.
Would be interesting to know what these runners' sum of bests are. Definitely show the difference in either skill level or the strats that they take here. Because Baby Route, when I think of Baby Route, I imagine that'd be something like a 54, 55, but if Sloths is getting 52, they have to be incorporating some decent tricks in there.
So his sum of best is a 53,
Ooh.
but he does believe that he can lower that to a 52.
So Pando finally getting MIPS after missing them earlier in the basement, and just like that, we're now basically an entire dire docks separating Pando from Sloths. All right, here comes your worst favorite stage ever, Harls. Let's see how Sloths tackles the Sea of Fire.
I am very hoping for a clean Fire Sea. A Fire Sea is the most terrifying part, purely because it is middle of the run, and I have seen so many races that have come down to Fire Sea. It's far enough that it has a real effect, but it's early enough that you could recover. It's just not going to be easy. I don't think he's going to be making early Ellies, which is what he would have been aiming for.
Yeah, all that time down below and not getting the triple jump off yet. Early Ellies is a guaranteed miss, but... Oh! Okay. I was a little concerned on that second burn, but fortunately the ceiling did not keep him away from getting onto the platform safely.
Oh, thank God.
Oh, trying to back it up with a side flip wall kick, but fortunately able to save it by jumping on the platform there. Now back to full health.
I may have just had a nose and found out Pando's sum of best is a 50.
Oh, Sloths!
Is a 55.
Mamma mia!
Sorry, Harls. I missed what you said about Pando. Sloths unfortunately turning in to the platform a little too early, causing him to bounce off the wall and not get in position to save himself from that final booty burn. Taking a death very late in Fire Sea, opening the gap here for Pando to catch up.
And this is exactly why I said one of my favorites to watch, but also one of the absolute worst, because a death at the end there, this is now less than 2 stars between them.
Pando diving on top of the sub a little too early, so even though they might have some time to save, having to deal with all that lag, unfortunately, on the sub. Oh, Sloth wants to take his frustration out on the bully.
I would too.
Oh my god, a very unique lava boost cycle there from Sloth.
Sometimes you've just got to go for it. But no, Pando showing a sum of best of 55. So realistically, these runners are within a minute and a half of their sum of bests.
Which is basically, I think, where we're seeing the race right about now. About a minute and a half or so separating, as Pando having a hard time touching that final star, as Sloths taking a much safer approach to get on the platform there and collects the star and is finally ready to go take down Bowser.
I wonder if he's going to go for a half spin because of the time loss. It might not be much, but it is something that I have seen him attempt before. No. I understand it would let me out of this stage. And his frustrations are now channeled into the chat.
Let me oit of this Tagra. I completely understand Fire Sea causing so much frustration. We're now breaking out ancient Mushroom Kingdom language to refer to this so-called stage as Tagra, the worst possible curse word ever even uttered in the Mushroom Kingdom. I completely understand the frustration coming from Sloths, and fortunately he's now making his way upstairs.
I am hoping for a clean upstairs. He is around around the usual time that I would expect him to go to upstairs, so hopefully this will continue. Pando taking it slow, taking it careful, completely understand with that death from Sloth at the end there. And starting with 100+ secrets. This is actually one of my favourite 100 coins in the game. I know it's quite RNG heavy, but at the same time, I just like the pretty sparkles.
I gotta say, this is, you know, in a weird way, what I'd say is like the equivalent of a ballet in Mario 64. Harls, there's just so much movement going along. You're climbing up many things, you're jumping off many things, running around, getting all the coins. It is a very aesthetically pleasing star to watch.
I think that's part of the reason why I like TTC 100. Because I just love the movement of it.
Yeah, TTC when done well is a thing of beauty, but when it goes horrible, it is absolutely bone-crushing.
Well, I'm hoping we'll see it from Pando, because I know for a fact we will not be seeing it from Sloths.
I do believe Pando does like to go for the harder strats. That is something we're going to likely see from him later on.
Oh. Hitting the switch. That's actually something that I used to do to be safe in that stage. If I thought I wasn't going to make the jump.
I've kind of enjoyed always hitting the switch before collecting the star if it's in the way, because I kind of like seeing the water just, I don't know, for some reason just completely encapsulate Mario as we're getting out of the stage.
Only sounds a little bit sadistic, kind of know what you mean.
Right, Sloths. Oh no. Failing wall kick attempts a couple of times, but... Oh, they got the setup and are able to get to the top platform before the elevator closes in. Nice recovery.
I'm so happy to have seen that recovered, because that would be such a long time loss, especially when they are closing the gap between the two runners. That Fire Sea has had a huge impact on where both runners are.
I have to ask, Harls, are you two both currently in the same room and he can hear some of the shenanigans going on in the comms booth?
No, he can't hear me. I'm in my office.
So I have seen him smile a handful of times, and I just didn't know if there was something else going on or if we're potentially causing some distractions.
I very much hope he isn't listening in. He shouldn't be able to hear me, but if he can stop listening... Oh, he can hear me. Stop listening in. That is classic Sloths.
Right, Sloths did unfortunately miss the long jump to the top of the town star. So, losing a little bit of time there, but still got a 3-star lead over HeyPando as he's now looking to wrap up his wet to dry world. Oh no!
No! Pando getting the booty burn last moment.
Oh! But,
no!
Fortunately, yeah, had just enough health to survive the burned attack. As Sloths is now getting burned. Everybody's on fire. We need to get some firefighters in here right now. Everything's burning up.
Oh my god.
Sarah, and I thought pulling a U was getting absolutely antagonized by one of the commentators and getting forced to go for something difficult as Sloths takes the spill in Tiny Huge Island Secrets.
I've never seen that happen. I think we're having a case of nerves right now.
Both of the runners having their Mario jitters right now. Let's see if Sloth is able to bring it back with a clean second attempt.
Taking it safe, I completely understand, completely agree. Taking... Oh, thought he was going to take tree. Oh. Okay. There is less than 2 stars in it right now.
Ooh, Sloth's able to get the ledge grab this go around on the jump.
I hope this isn't a sign of things to come at the second half of this race.
Might make things more exciting, but it'll also be instigating some heart attacks here in the booth.
Yeah. Oh, not having a good time with the plant right there. But Pando coming into THI. THI is actually one of my least favourite stages. I think it's the one I've had the most trouble with out of any of them. But hopefully the same can't be said for Pando. And it does look like he's going to be taking the tree route. Clean tree take, hopefully has a good jump. Very nice jump. As we go into the third hardest stage. Third easiest stage, sorry.
My apologies, I had to deal with a quick phone call there. Hopefully, haven't missed out on anything too exciting as Sloths is now making their way to the mountain.
Yes, Pando having a pretty clean secrets. Overall, his THI isn't having too many issues. I was saying that THI is a personal hater of mine. I've never been a fan. Is that a psychedelic third easiest stage?
Yeah, because you know, the stage, they call it Tall Mountains, but really, Harls, it's tall mushrooms, and this is what everything looks like when you've devoured some tall mushrooms. There's some very special things in there, and I love it.
Well, unfortunately, SlothsYo not seeming to have taken the mushroom and having a bit of trouble at the top of the mountain. I know it may seem like Pando hasn't gained any time, but he does still have the Toad Star to grab. So he is less than 2 stars still away.
He's also got the power of Luigi stored in the wardrobe. We don't know how much costumes will come into play here as Sloth's really deciding to play it safe and go for the slide kick approach to the waterfall.
I'm not sure whether Pando was accentuating the mustache or pulling that face for any other reason. Oh, not having a good clip, mountain clip. And Sloth's taking the fly guy straight to the mushroom. It's safe. It works. Pando does seem to be going for the quicker stars first, so it may look like he's catching up at an increased rate.
Come to what I think is the most difficult star here in the stage on Sloth's end is Reds. When done well is an incredible thing to watch with Sloths. I do not blame them at all, taking it absolutely safe along the mushrooms and pretty good clean climb up the mountain. As I thought for a second Pando was about to do a long jump to that mushroom
So did
star.
I. That is the strat that I take. It's completely valid. But I was a bit worried that he wasn't getting the higher up stars.
I did, I have done that for non-stop, so I completely understand that approach.
And neither of these runners going for breezeless, but do I blame them? Not really. So what would you say is your least favorite and most favorite tippy stage? I think we may have lost Wes for a moment, but he'll be back. And also Pando going for the slide approach. Oh! And SlothsYo gets bad head. But coming in out of the third time, having a much better approach than he had previously, and Pando going for Reds, I believe. Tragic head. Oh! Pando not having the best of climbs here. And as we can see, SlothsYo is doing SL Red. This is because he will not be doing TTC 100. And I guess we'll see from Pando whether he does attempt SL Reds or whether he is going for the 100. I do hope for the 100 personally, but we won't know until this next stage. Oh. Pando setting up for the box jump. And a great box jump. C down on TTM Reds causes a lot of lag. Well, it does seem like there was some effect there.
Hello, I have returned.
Welcome back, welcome back. We have seen a small amount of problems with the TTM Reds. Sloths has completed SL Reds, once again confirming that there is no TTC 100 from him. Still hoping to see it from Pando, so hoping I don't see an SL Reds.
We shall have to wait and see.
So I did ask, unfortunately, before you had to run off, what is your favorite and least favorite tippy stages?
We're talking just 70 star. We have to go into Rainbow, or we have to go into Rainbow Ride or TikTok Clock. Currently, I'd say just based on my skill level, Rainbow Ride is my least favorite, and TikTok Clock is my most favorite. Clock seems a little bit more fun to navigate, but I don't really have down the high level strats to make a Rainbow Ride worthwhile. So when things go wrong, it takes up a lot of time and it is very aggravating. What about you?
Yes. So I completely agree with you, but for slightly different reasons. I hate the invisible walls in TTC, but I love the movement. And I think one thing that most people will notice is that all the stages that I love are the ones with incredible movement. Because I always find 90% of what's going to make a runner go fast is the movement. The tricks is 10% of it. Yes, you can put in some great tricks, but if you've got the best castle movement, if you've got the best stage movement, you're going to start improving a lot quicker than anyone with those tricks. And I think that's one thing that TTC really gives a runner.
Oh, so unfortunately, we are seeing a SL Reds from Pando, so it looks like no runners will be going for TTC 100.
As upset as I am, I completely understand it from the runners' perspectives. And we're coming into HMC. Hopefully, maybe even seeing a Christmas miracle.
Oh my goodness, commentator just realizing it's only a couple of days after Christmas and have totally missed out on any opportunities to even think about such a thing when playing the game. Five-headed approach there from Harles. I am, it may be a couple of days after, but you know what? I'd love a Christmas miracle right now. I'm sure Panda would love to see a Christmas miracle right about now because he is having an extremely difficult time getting the setup to go up this head. Anti-commentator's curse coming into play as he finally gets up there. As Sloth, unfortunately, not having a miracle of his own. Oh, does finally get over the ceiling.
And unfortunately, a green Christmas. But nicely backed up, easy backup. And Pando may have had trouble with the head, but unfortunately, Sloth's also only getting third attempt at head. So not really that much difference between the two of them.
Very sloppy heads.
Well, I'm very much hoping that these next few stars will go a little bit easier for the runners. HMC, probably one of the worst stages in 120, is actually not that bad in 70 star. But don't tell anyone I said that.
Commentators absolutely not clipping this very moment and holding it on to spread the word out and create some controversy in the community. We love to see drama. I think I will wonder, does Sloths just do HMC 59 or do they go HMC 60? Because I do know a handful of people who would rather than go for the Cruiser star in Rainbow Ride would get the Toxic Maze star here in HMC. So let's see how.
It's actually funny that you mentioned that, because he did used to do HMC 60, but I do believe he is now a HMC 59er. But in this run, maybe he won't be feeling too confident in his Cruiser, but as far as I'm aware, I am expecting to see Cruiser in the run.
Let's see where this goes. Going for a Rolling Rock star. Typically, that's how we see people close out this stage. We'll have to wait and see as Pando's now making their way into HMC. So basically, just 4 HMC stars away now from Sloths.
Oh! And he is going back in, I guess. Oh, there we go. Going for 59. And hopefully we can see a nice Tippy. I know that's very rare, but considering both of these players mid-games, I'm hoping for their sakes, we just have a nice race through the end of this game.
Alright, so now that he's gone into Rainbow Ride to go for the Cruiser, let's see how it pays off. Wonder when they're getting up here if they're going to be going for the long setup where they take the carpet over to the pole, or if they'll do the long jump, the wall kick into the long jump setup. Okay.
Yes. The long jump setup, I believe, is always the first protocol, and I do believe he uses the carpet as the backup. I don't know about Pando, but Pando also missing the Christmas miracle. Green Christmas all around.
And Pando just pulling back a little too soon on those jumps and is having a hard time getting to touch the button switch.
I don't know if you know, but you can actually do the button switch kick off the small bit of dirt before the pavement. It can be more consistent for some people. Ooh, no booty burns on the reds. Love to see it.
Here we go!
Pando playing it safe. I'm still expecting to see a 59. I would still expect to see Cruiser from someone with Pando's time. But with how the race has been going, I wouldn't blame him for wanting to do a quicker start and safer.
Harles, I'm trying to look very deeply into your profile picture, and I can't see what that is. What is this board game supposed to be? Connect what?
That is a member of my community who created Connect Hoser.
Connect Hoser?
Yes. They love to call me a hoser.
Are they Canadian by chance?
No, they're actually Turkish, which is where the joke is.
Huh.
I speak Turkish, so me and this individual are very close. We met through a Canadian, and he said that's what baptized us as hosers. So,
Good little backstory there.
So he made that for me, and I decided to make it my profile picture because, you know, it's a great picture. I think it's one of the best I've got of me.
An entire rainbow ride now separating Sloths from Pando, as Pando had to turn around quickly. I don't know if you saw that, but he was heading to the left side of Tippy, looking like he was going to go into a winged Mario over the rainbow, and fortunately just realized what direction he had to go and is now rainbow ride.
Well, I guess that grinding 120 has certainly left an impression.
Oh my, Sloths going for, was that like supposed to be moving reds?
No, I think he was going for flippies. But he messed up and instead got 3 of them.
I say if he's got 3 of them, might as well get the other 5. You're already basically halfway there.
I would have done the same thing. I think that's the first time he has attempted flippies. So I am surprised to have seen that. Sad for his sake that it didn't work out.
Just a couple left to go. Just a couple left to go for Pando here in Rainbow Ride. Sloths is trying to set up for that triple jump wall kick.
Ooh. TTC always makes me want to be quiet because the last thing I want to do is curse someone this high up. Think he's going to go for the box triple? Yes.
Ooh. Very nicely done.
As a man who's been squished one too many times by the swamp, it's less of a choice and more of a need.
Oh, Pando tried the long jump approach, not able to connect, so they are going to use the carpet for backup.
I think that's the good thing about the strat, that it has a built-in backup. If you do fall, it's more likely that... Pando not having a great time with this.
Oh, no! Going all the way down and taking the death. Oh, Pando is losing his mind right now, just trying to laugh the pain away.
I think there may be a reason why Luigi wasn't built in this game.
Yep.
Oh!
Oh, no. I feel bad laughing, but just seeing him just lose it right now, I can't help but laugh, as well as Sloths takes a stumble in the clock. Everybody's falling apart right now.
I think he knows that the PB's over and he's just trying to get through. And I do agree, this is the average race Tippy. They don't call it a Tippy meltdown for nothing.
Here we go!
So I can see he had a better time on the second one, and I think he may use the same trigger that I do, which is an audio trigger from the mushroom. So if you hear the audio trigger as you long jump, you are more likely than not to make that across the grid there. Just a fun fact for those of us who follow audio triggers.
Here we go!
And SlothsYo coming into his final star. He's already done red, so I do believe it will be get a hand. And once he's got that hand, it'll be time to grab Toad and run to Tippy. Run to bits.
Well, fortunately, he has got 12 extra lives to work with here as he takes another stumble in the clock.
I wonder if he's going to go for the moving hand movement, considering he has accidentally gone into the moving. And he takes a death, so... Pando going for Toad before TTC? I'm a TTC 69er.
I'm glad to see a fellow 69er here in the booth. Alright, oh, Sloth. Fortune was able to stay on to that go-around.
So don't be fooled. Just because they are both in the same stage, unfortunately they are at wildly different times right now.
As Pando takes a stumble in the clock, I bet he's just hoping this thing will be over as Sloth now gets to talk to Toad.
Having a nice little chat before bits is always the best part of the run. I sometimes throw him a quick punch, just to get some of that frustration out from Rainbow Ride, but he understands. Okay, we're really hoping to see a clean bits here.
Pando's having a hard time with that triple jump wall kick. As Sloth's going for more swag points with that wall kick onto the elevators.
I have a feeling we're not going to see a standing or moving left side. I think he's going to take this slow. I think he's had enough instance. And I completely empathize with that choice. I would have done the same thing.
Still taking bits pretty well. I think if throws go well for him, this can still be a sub 1 hour as Pando takes a burn and falls all the way back down the bottom of the clock. He is just having a absolutely miserable Tippy.
Doesn't get Goomba'd, but threatened so hard by Goomba. And let's just hope for 3 good throws. Everyone in the chat ready for them? 1. Nice regrab.
2.
2.
Oh, pause champ.
No!
It's a 3.
3! Let's go! GG for SlothsYo. I'm not biased, just excited.
Totally not biased, as we clearly don't see that the commentator bet all of their points on the SlothsYo option here in the booth. They totally are not worried about getting rich off a cool cat channel points.
I always vote for the person who has the least amount of channel points when the poll goes out. People put all the money on one side, I'll always put it on the other. It just so happened that it worked in my favor this time.
Here we go as Sloths clutches it out with a sub 1 hour. I don't know if Pando's going to try to finish this run or if they're going to call it GG's themselves.
It looks like they're hedging this start, maybe making a decision based on how this goes.
Well, gotta say, while we're waiting for Panda to decide if he's done with the clock in here, that was a very good race there from Sloths. It's my understanding that Sloths had a couple of races unfortunately get canceled or rescheduled. So this was his first race of the tournament, and glad to see him coming out, or his second race of the tournament, coming back with a very valiant dub.
I am very glad that he's had the opportunity to race. I think he thrives off competition, and I am hoping to see.
Oh, and what is going on? Sorry.
No, I completely understand.
We have to do something special.
I am hoping that Pando finishes this out, but I would completely understand if he would just. I wouldn't have been able to continue this run.
Listen, everybody. Let's bake a delicious cake.
Well, I wonder if while we're waiting for word on it, Pando's gonna finish this run. I wonder if we can get SlothsYo in the booth.
Hopefully, SlothsYo will join us.
Hello, hello.
Hello.
I
How are
caught.
we feeling?
I'm feeling. I don't know. That was certainly a run I completed. I don't feel very good about it, but I did get a Rainbow Ride gold and a Bits
there you
gold somehow.
Way to close it out strong, GG's.
I think with the amount of mistakes that were made in that run, you should be really happy with the fact that you did end up with the sub 1.
Yeah, for sure.
I can feel the disappointment from here.
Yeah, no, yeah. No, it was a good run. Ultimately, there was a lot of real silly goose maneuvers I did, but
How did you feel in Fire City?
oh my god, that was
Oh, HeyPando doing BLJs, just give it up.
66 star world record incoming.
Yes, he does have a face tracking cam, as some people have noticed.
I've definitely been experiencing some motion sickness, but it is a very cool effect to keep looking at.
I'm so sorry. I'm just incessantly moving. So I move out of the cam constantly. Oops.
It's okay, those ADHD strats coming in strong.
That's really how it be. That's the
Alright, Pando's now getting ready to go into Bowser in the Sky and wrap up with 3 throws. Let me see if I can pull up the bracket here. Sloths, you were the, I believe, 8th seed or 9th seed coming into the match today. SlothsYo taking down number 1.
It's really interesting. Originally, I was in a separate bracket, so I have no idea how this. Wait.
So this is a show match today, for the mixed bracket,
Oh,
but you will still be in your main bracket.
okay.
Okay. I just saw Panda was like a number 1 seed in their bracket. I didn't know if Sloths was in that or not. My apologies.
No worries.
Hello.
Hello!
GG, nice throws.
GG,
Yo, what's going on? Oh man, GG. I think I forgot a few stars. I might have to go back for that.
Panda, can you describe the emotional roller coaster you traveled on in that Rainbow Ride?
Honestly, yeah, it was like I don't know. I feel like it was pretty par for the course, dude. Let's be real. Like Tippy is like, Tippy is notorious and tragic, but like I was having the rainbow ride of a lifetime. I'm just gonna say that. I was going like like Ultimate City. I couldn't be stopped, bro. And then of course some crazy shit happens that I've never done before. And then my sick run is all over, like out of nowhere. But we're hanging out. That's how it goes. It's Mario and all that. So we we move on and we continue.
Well, I think you did great. And I think that was the best 66-star run I've ever seen.
Thank you so much. And I gotta say, like, huge GG to Sloths. That was super fun and awesome. We definitely gotta run it back again sometime. I want the rematch for sure. But GG's on your victory, sir.
GG.
Well, don't forget, you can not only follow CCG, but you can also follow both of our runners at !runners. You can follow WesDog, the amazing commentator and 16-star enthusiast, if not main category. And you can also give to the 70-star Pro League. We are doing a crowdfunded prize. We are at $312, which is an absolutely amazing start. But we want to give the runners something for the time that they're going to invest into this and the time that they already have invested into this. So thank you so much to Seren as our tech, everyone at CCG. Don't forget to check everyone out.
Would like to say that link of mine no longer works. Wes_DOGG has officially retired from Twitch.
What? What's the new link?
No new link. Wes_DOGG is officially retired.
No.
What?
Oh.
He announces his retirement during a race?
Yup.
No.
Sad.
So you can't follow Wes. You either were
Nope.
there or you weren't.
Yep.